Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing the second last week, that is 51st week of the year 2024. And this starts from the 16th till the 22nd of December. And we do have the shortest day of the year, that is the winter solstice, especially in the northern hemisphere, and the longest day in the southern hemisphere. So that is also one of the major, I would say, astronomical event which is going to be taking place. It happens twice in a year, so longest and the shortest days. So winter and summer solstice are supposed to be, the start of a new, or we can say, winters during the northern hemisphere areas during this time. So we do have Mercury turning direct. That's why the green color. And we do have Sun to start with in Gandantha. Many changes are going to be taking place in this week also. But the major change is that we have Mercury turning direct in Scorpio sign and inching towards the Sagittarius sign. So this is a very important event which is going to be taking place for the ones who are waiting for this Mercury direct motion. So this is like if you have any stalled projects or anything which is standstill. So now you're going to be getting that momentum with Mercury turning direct, any kind of documentation or any education plan if you want to start, or anything upskilling yourself, etc. So it is definitely going to be inching towards, or we can say it's moving, it's changing its motion. Sun, whenever we talk about is in Gandantha, it happens 3 times in a year. So this is from the Scorpio energy to the Sagittarius energy. So this is the last trine of the natural zodiac when this is going to be happening, and then would be the Pisces and Aries also, which is going to be an important one. But here it is in not the last one, but the middle of the cycle when it is turning into the Gandantha movement, and then it is going to be moving forward in Sagittarius sign. So whenever it's Gandantha time, we must take it all easy, and it's Sankranti, Dhanu Sankranti also. Whenever there is Sankranti, Sun is in that position where it takes little time to settle down. So anything to do with any kind of important decisions or very authoritative decisions, so you should take it easy. Also, we have very important events like I'll be sharing with you. Moon's ingress, of course, is very important because Moon, whenever is transitioning from one sign to another, it is going to be interacting somewhere or the other, and our day-to-day events or day-to-day life, routine life, changes or something keeps happening, So we have to look into Moon on the mental plane, how it is impacting us. So let me start sharing with you the screen and show you what exactly is the transits in the sky this week. So as I mentioned, that Sun is going to be in Gandantha and is going to be also Mercury is turning direct and winter solstice. And we do have Sun in Gandantha on the 16th, and Mercury gets direct on the 16th of December itself. So it's in the midnight time, so it is 16th itself. So that is also a very important one. And winter solstice is on the 21st of December. Before that, we have Venus and Jupiter right in trine to each other at 20 degrees on December 20th. And we have Venus ingress in the sign it's in the sign of Capricorn, and it's going to be in Dhanishta Nakshatra on the 22nd December till the 4th of January 2025. So, of course, when Mercury is turning direct, this is a very important event because Mercury is our intellect. It is very important to be more focused now because it is also the planet of logic reasoning. So any kind of trendy market or market trends, or volatile market, all that we see from Mercury, it is when in retrogression, you experience these kinds of events even more, some upheavals in the markets we experience. Also, we have Moon's ingress in Gemini, Cancer, and Leo, 16th, 17th opposite Sun, and in trine to Saturn in Gemini. 18th, 19th in Cancer, Mars is retrograde there, and there's a Neech Bhanga which is forming there. because Mars is in a Cancer sign, and when moon transits there, it's an Bhanga. And it's opposite Venus and is also in trine to Rahu in the Cancer sign. So there can be some, if you have to make any important decisions on this day also, you have to be careful because there will be some mistakes that you can commit. Take it easy. On the 20th through the 22nd afternoon, we have moon in Leo in right opposite Saturn, and it's going to be hemmed between Mars and Ketu. So again, that is the reason, this week is little where, you have that tendency to make some mistakes. So let's not get into any impulsive decision making. Okay, so let me start with the readings. And as you know that the readings are as per the ascendant moon and the Dasha sign. So let me just mention it here so that you don't get confused about it. So this is, one second, I have to change the sign also. Okay. So this is from the 16th, when moon is in Gemini. Okay. So this is based on ascendant, moon, and Dasha. I've already made a video on the same, so I will not be explaining what is Dasha sign, and you must actually take into account the Dasha sign also, because Dasha change, people change. I always say that. So it is very essential to check your natal chart, what Dasha you're in. You can put up, there are n number of softwares available, n number of on the websites, you will get how to put up the chart, Vedic chart. You will know what is Vimshatari Dasha that you're running. So see from your natal chart what exactly is the Dasha. So if you are in a particular Dasha of a planet, so make that sign your first house, irrespective of your Lagna or ascendant or moon sign. And you will get the results. Then superimpose the transits. First, analyze your natal chart. So let's start with the Aries readings first. So for Aries natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. So 3rd house transit is definitely very positive for you. In case you have to travel, your mental inclination would be very strong and you will be making some important decisions. See, whenever 3rd house is active, it is good for making bold decisions. As it is, Mars is also retrograde and it's inching towards the 3rd house. So this is also going to be making you make some important decisions where the courage is required, boldness is required. So it's very firmness is required. So moon being a soft planet might just give you that courage, but you might just might not give you that courage, but with Mars also retrogression, it will be definitely there. So you can make some strong decisions, be firm on your decisions, and also short journeys, communications, if you want to communicate anything, any kind of correspondence or anything where, any kind of documentation is required. So you can do that, especially on the 16th and the 17th. It's a very good day. Also, on this particular day, we have Mercury also getting direct in your 8th house. So again, 3rd house ruler is turning direct. So it is good for communication, correspondence, PR, visa, etc. If any kind of documentation you have to make or do, you can file the papers now. So it is going to be giving you that kind of favor also. So it's favorable for you. Any kind of change in residence, if you're thinking already, so you will be doing that. Any kind of contracts, agreements, and also, if you have to consult a doctor, someone who is, like you have to take another opinion. So now you can do that as well. Then moon moves into your 4th house and on the 18th and the 19th. Now, there is a Mars retrograde there waiting for this moon. So Mars is in the sign ruled by moon. So it is a Nicha Bhanga forming. So you will be very emotional. You will be more focused on your home environment, domestic environment. You have traveled. Now you've come back home. Now you want to relax. This is also a good time period if you want to purchase property. You can decide about that. And this is also very positive for academic education also. If you want to plan something, if you want to travel, learn more. So this is that kind of a time frame. And also Venus is vehicle. So you can buy a vehicle if you want to change your current car or, your any kind of vehicle that you use. So you can also upgrade. There is a strong possibility that possibility of you moving to a place where it is a water body nearby. Then moon moves into your 5th house on the 20th, and it remains there till the 22nd afternoon, and then moves into Virgo sign, your 6th house. So this is definitely very positive for you, and again, because Saturn is looking at this zone, so it'll tame your energies. If at all you have any wrong decision making, it'll tame those energies. So impulsive decision making will definitely be toned down. And 5th house is also the house of children, so progeny, conception, recreation, entertainment, amusement, sports activity, romance. All this will enhance. So maybe you're going to watch a movie, with your family, or you're going to be dining out, or you'll be taking your partner out, or you'll be proposing the person you are dating, or you will find a partner, potential partner, and love affair and will trigger. Also, there is a possibility that you learn some mantras during this time. Or you learn astrology like subjects. So this is a very positive time period for spiritual practice also. And of course, we do have Venus and Jupiter going to be in right in trine. That means Jupiter is going to be looking at this Venus. So it's good for your work, for your promotion or recognition at the workplace. Also, we do have Sun in Gandantha on the 16th. So avoid any travels on this day if you have to. If it is not necessary, then you can avoid. If you have to, then of course you can. And this is going to be bringing about upskilling your because Sun is in your 9th house. So this is good for your upskilling and connecting with your father-like figures, guru, religious places. You can travel to the shrines or to some spiritual retreats also you can go for. But now you will be looking at the bigger picture, because from the 8th house now Sun has ingressed into your 9th. So this is definitely very positive for reconciling with the people that you have not been able to communicate, or you have not had a good conversation with. So maybe with your guru, mentors, or maybe your bosses, seniors. So this is a good time period. And as it is, Rahu's aspect will also be away from the Sun. So this is definitely going to give you that clarity now. That shadow is going now it's getting over. Okay, so you will be in that limelight, or you will get that light, and you will make right kind of choices and decisions now. So overall, it's a good week for you. And any kind of loans, litigation, etc., I would suggest not to get into it this week at least. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Taurus. Let me write it here. So for Taurus natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. So to start with, when it is transiting the 2nd house, it is about your money matters. You can be more focused on profits, gains, power, resources, and also worldly attainments and possessions. Now you want to possess, some jewelry, you want to buy maybe some unnecessary kind of expenditures you can make. Also, communication gap can be there with your family members. So you need to be very focused on the 16th and the 17th on what you want, because, your family also wants to convey this to you, that take it all easy. So maybe you're on that shopping spree. So you're going to be, having that kind of friction with your family who's stopping you. So you can be extravagant, or maybe you will be buying something to show off or to be flamboyant. So that is something you have to be a little careful about, and take care of your health also, because you can eat something on this day and there can be some digestive troubles. So just be cautious. But it is good to connect with your co-workers on this day, and if you have any meetings lined up. So this is going to be a fruitful time period for you. Also, maybe your siblings and all, they are going to be leaving you and going overseas. So this can be that kind of a time period also. And then moon moves into your 3rd house, and that's happening on the 18th and the 19th, and there's a Nicha Bhanga also forming in your 3rd house. So definitely very positive for you for any kind of communication with your sisters, brothers, cousins, neighbors. There can be some short journeys which are going to be very fruitful. Communications are definitely going to be very important for you. Correspondence, writings, change of residence, selling of property. All that is definitely going to give you some relief now. You will get the right kind of price that you were looking at. Also, it is possible that you are going to be applying for some visa, PR, contract signing, agreements. As it is, Mercury is also turning direct on the 16th. So it is not that instantly you will be getting into that, but surely it is going to be a very positive time frame, because you're going to be having that in your mind, that I need to just go ahead with a business proposal or investments or any kind of documentation, because Mercury, as it is, gives us psychologically that, yeah, Mercury is retrograde, so avoid. So now you will be having that green go, okay, let's do it. And Mercury is turning direct in your Scorpio sign, so it is definitely going to be giving you that deep in depth kind of conversation also with someone you really want to strike a conversation. So it is not going to be a superficial one, a very important one. And for student natives also, it's a very good week, because Mercury is turning direct, being the lord of the fifth. So any kind of romance, any kind of relationship which you were experiencing is not working, so it'll work and it'll be better. It'll be giving you good results. Also on the 20th to the 22nd afternoon is the time when Saturn is opposite this moon, and moon is going to be in Leo. And it is also in hemmed between Mars and Ketu. Mars though is retrograde, so it is a relief that you've got with the 4th house transit. So you have to take care of your mother's health, but also it's good for renovation of your place, or you're just shifting out, or you're just buying some property, etc., buying a vehicle. But this is going to be giving you some movement now. So this is about academic education also. Maybe you're going to be switching from one subject to another, or you're going to be opting for travels overseas for higher studies. So that way it is, moon's transit is considered to be I will not say a very beautiful transit. When it is in the 4th house, it gives you some emotional setback also, but at some highs and lows, as we say. But yeah, it is definitely good for financial growth, assets building, because it's the 2nd house. And Ketu is there. Ketu is also ever retrograde and inching towards Leo sign. So this might just give you some complications here and there in your relationship, family matters, in ancestral property, etc. So that is something that will give you some anxiety. Mars and Venus are right opposite, and there is Jupiter also going to be aspecting this Venus at the exact degrees this week. So any kind of travel plans, it's good for education, higher studies. Also, this is going to be a very positive time period if you're looking for a potential partner, and some education plan, higher studies, learning more, mantra siddhi. So this is definitely going to be a very positive time. And also, a purchase of property and vehicle again. So this is going to be a positive time. Just take care of your health, because Jupiter is the 8th lord looking at Venus, your Lagnesh. So you need to take care and focus more on your health, because whenever 8th lord connection is there with the Lagnesh, so there has to be some obstacles, hurdles, or some health issues, chronic pains, or lower abdominal issues can come up. So just take care. Otherwise, it is definitely going to be a very good week for you, because moon is transiting through good places also. Sun is going to be in Gandantha from your 7th to the 8th house. So you might just not be getting that kind of fame as you are expecting the upcoming month. So I think you should lay low and just let this month pass off peacefully. Okay, don't expect too much. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, moon is going to be in your 1st, 2nd, 3rd houses this week. So on the 16th, 17th, it's a new cycle which has begun now. So start afresh. It's a very beautiful beginning, which is starting. The starting point is your Lagna. So, and Mercury is also the very same returning direct. So lot many changes coming your way. So whenever it is about the 1st house, your personality develops, and it's a good cycle which is starting, because it's an auspicious time period also. Also, it is going to be giving you that honor, dignity, prosperity, general well-being. You'll be taking good care of yourself, and you'll be focusing more on the virtues. And you work-wise also, you'll be doing well, because financially you're going to be sound now, because moon being the lord of the 2nd is going to be transiting the 1st house. So you'll be too much into too much of efforts are going to be there in your job, in your work, in your profession, and you will be making money out of the money also. And Moon and Mars are going to be forming a connection this week on the 18th, 19th, and there's a niche bhanga also in your second house. So it's another cycle which is beginning, because Mars is your 11th lord, which is retrograde, and Moon is going to be connecting. All technical terms I do use in between, sorry about that. But yes, when Moon is forming a connection with Mars, it is going to uplift you. It is good for finances, but be careful, do not pick up any kind of argument this week with your family members, and do not show off your wealth, your your looks, etc. You should just focus more on the productivity, rather than just spending on things that you really don't want and need. At times what happens, there is wish fulfillment, desires, so that kind of a thing is there, but it is you can go overboard. So cut down on your expenditures, look after your resources well. Just hold on tight on to your resources. Do not spend unnecessarily on the jewelry, precious stones, or anything to do with the possessions, material possessions. Just take it easy. Eat right. 16th, 17th, eat right. You can have some stomach disorders, so don't overeat, or do not have any spicy or sweet, too much of feasting on that. Avoid. On the 20th to the 22nd, we have Moon transiting through your third house, and it is right opposite Saturn, and is going to be hemmed between Mars and Ketu at this time. Now, Mars thankfully is retrograde, so that's a big time saving grace. But yes, it gives you that courage, that boldness, that sharpness in your communication also. So you're going to be very alert now. Any kind of documentation, anything to do with short journeys, productivity is going to increase. Maybe, you're going to be having some presentation, some collaboration, or maybe you're going to be connecting with people who are going to be who are going to be learning more from you. So that kind of mental inclination is going to enhance, and your ability, intellect, inclination to study is going to increase. Courage is going to increase. So this is definitely a very positive time period for anything to do with connection with your siblings, your neighbors, your friends. Communication definitely is going to be good. Any kind of agreements, contract signing is also going to be favorable. Also, this is please, one more thing, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Please don't send money. I'm not going to be doing any horoscopes right now. These are all weeklies that I'm doing online live. So I'm sorry, I will not be taking up any kind of readings right now, even if you are sharing your birth details. So that is what. And we do have Sun in Gandantha. So this is also not bad for you, because, Sun, of course, transitioning time, you are going to be changing. There are certain important changes happening, because Lagnesh is also turning direct. And also Sun is going to be in your 7th house. So it will give you authority. Your husband or wife will get that authority. Your partner, your maybe your relationship, the partner will be very authoritative. Can be that there is some ego clashes that can happen also. So you need to just mellow down a bit. But overall, it is definitely Sun's transiting through the 7th house is going to be better for you, because Sun was aspected by Rahu. That is why in Scorpio sign, Libra sign, Sun was under affliction. But once Sun is transiting through the Sagittarius sign, it is going to be out of the affliction. It is going to be protected also. So this is why it is good. And then we do have Venus and Jupiter right opposite each other, at the same degrees. Jupiter is going to be looking at this Venus at the exact degrees in Capricorn sign. So it can be a good time period to connect with the seniors, bosses, or the female counterparts. There can be some enhanced relationship. It can trigger intimate relationship also. So that way it is good. And being the ruler of your 10th house, it is going to be some upheavals. It can give you some upheavals because Venus is in the 8th house. So it will enhance those energies. So you need to be taking care of your communication with the people at the workplace also. Especially with the female counterparts. They'll help you. At the same time, you should not expect too much. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week moon is going to be in your 12th house, first house, and second. 12th house means the whole cycle is coming to an end. Now you're going to be starting with, you will start feeling that, I need to do something, something different. Because, it is loss of self, because Lagnesh is in the 12th house. It's loss of self. It means that you're going to be thinking out of the box now. You're just thinking about what has happened the whole month, 27 days. How was your mood, your temperament? You have connected with people. Now you're in isolation. Maybe you're working overtime, so you are in the isolation zone. But it is supposed to be the time when you feel that restraint, that limitation. You feel that I'm not doing well. I'm not. Maybe you're unwell, or you're not feeling up to it. As if you're not good enough in your task, in your caliber. So that kind of energy can be there, but it's just for 2 quarter days. Maybe there is some expenditure. Maybe there is a lot of time which is wasted on communication with others, and you feel little uneasy because of that. Oh, why didn't I save that time? So those kinds of energies are going to play out. Expenditure might be there on some gadgets. Maybe you're traveling and you're spending. Moon in the 12th house, travels house also. So it could be that there is loss on travels, money is going into healing, or maybe there is some connectivity with the people who are going to be spending, you're going to be entertaining, and there's a lot of money going out. That can also be there. There are meetings, etc. So this is that kind of a phase on the 16th, 17th. And it is in trine to Saturn also. Saturn means it is going to be giving you some health issues. So take good care of yourself. Then moon moves into your first house. And there's a Mars waiting there. And Mars and moon combination in the first house is forming a niche bhanga in the first house for 2 quarter days. Mars is going to be in dignity in a way. So this is definitely very positive for your honor, dignity, your personality enhancement. You feel that, now you can do things well. The new cycle has begun. So you will be energetic. You will be doing things on the 18th, 19th, especially, So this is definitely going to be giving you that courage and strength also. That aggression is required when you're working, something about when you're working through your productive tasks. So this will be good for because Mars is your yogkara graha also. So this is good for upliftment at the workplace, connecting with your children, also your romantic partner. This is going to be making you emotional at the same time. So you will be all charged up. Mood swings definitely happen when moon is in the first house, but surely this is going to be structuring the general structure of your life now. You're going to be planning everything well. So this is the time when you'll be planning how to go about things in the future. And also, moon is going to be in your second house on the 20th till the 22nd. Now, this is right opposite Saturn, and it's going to be hemmed between Ketu and Mars. Mars is retrograde, so I will not call it Mars inching towards your second house. So this is the time when you will be having some expenditures, eating wrong foods. You're going to be having some inclination towards your resources, your worldly attainments. You're going to be spending money on jewelry, precious clothes, etc. So that is because it's a Leo sign. So you can spend on entertainment also. Maybe you're just spending a lot on, buying some things which are not actually the essentials. So you're going to be spending on your wants and what you really don't need. So that is to show off others. So that is something you have to mellow down on. You have to take it easy, because, you can have some issues with your family members because of this. Or maybe you're going to be taking your family out, and it can also give you digestive troubles because it's the second house. Family members, you can have issues, and teeth and chin region or mouth region can also have some, can get infected. Must take care. Lagnesh transiting through the second house can do that. But yeah, you're going to be very good at conversation with your co-workers and your bosses and seniors. You'll be striking a conversation and taking it to another level. Maybe there is some project in hand and you're doing well. And it's good for children also, good for student natives also. During this time, you might just make some important decisions. not a good week for litigation and loans, etc. You should not be going in for that, as it is Sun is in Gandantha. You should not be making any important decisions. Sun in the 6th house will give you that authority, though. Now it is a good transit. So you must make the best use of the Sun's ingress here. After the 16th, 17th, Sun will definitely be getting that power. So you will maybe start with some, some treatment, medical treatment. You'll be meeting a doctor or someone, or maybe, you're going to be, your father is going to get better if at all he's suffering. Though Rahu is in the 9th house, so you need to take care of your father's health off and on. But surely it is good for your communication and your relation with your father. That way it is good. Jupiter is going to be looking at this Venus at the exact degree. So this is a very good time to meet the right kind of person, or potential partner, or starting a business, startup, anything which enhances your 7th house signification. So it is good for public image. So you'll be working on that, and also good for your financial growth. So maybe you'll be investing. This happens on the December 20th. Jupiter is going to be at the exact degrees, looking at this Venus. So this is definitely the time you should make the best use of. So enhance yourself, educate yourself, mantra siddhi, or learning something which is occult related. So that is also very positive. Mercury is turning direct any which ways. It's very positive for you, because Mercury is turning direct in your 5th house. So it is good for children, good for progeny, good for communication, also learning the occult sciences, mantra siddhi, etc. So it is, and it is good for connecting with your siblings and neighbors and friends, etc., and signing of documents, etc. If you have been waiting for all of that, now things are going to move. So this way it is a good week, and much better, in fact. And Mars is retrograde, Sun is coming out of Gandantha, Mercury is turning direct, Jupiter is looking at Venus. So these are good combinations which are happening, because whenever the planets are splitting from each other, it's a good time period. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. 16th, 17th, a good day, because Moon is going to be in your 11th house. Good for communication, good for meeting people. This is also a good time period for desire fulfillment. Any kind of projects that you are working on, you will get that growth and also success. This is also a good time period to connect with your bosses, seniors, especially on the 16th and the 17th, and discuss some new projects. Also, connecting with your elder brother, sister, and also recovery from illness. This is also the time when you can maybe, start some new undertakings, fulfillment of desires, gain from your investments, wealth. So as it is the dispositor lord, that is Gemini sign ruler, is also turning direct the very same day. So you are going to be getting that momentum now. If there were things which were stalled or standstill, so now you're going to be starting with that. Now, this is also a good time period to start a new relationship. Maybe you will be having some affluent friends you'll be connecting with. There's a party you're throwing, and you're meeting your again, connecting with them, reconnecting with your friends also. Then Moon moves into your 12th house, and that's on the 18th and the 19th, and Moon and Mars are together, and there's a Neech Bhanga in your 12th house, and there is a Rahu, and it's a right opposite Venus, and in trine to Rahu also, not to forget that. But at the same time, when Moon is in the 12th house, it is going to be giving you some isolation. Maybe you're working long hours, you're not having that kind of time on the 18th and 19th, because 12th house is the house of impediments, losses, hospitalization, also investments. So you might just spend money on this day on some investments, or maybe because it's the 9th lord in the 12th, you might just travel or you might just educate yourself, because it's a yoga karagraha after all in the 12th house. So you will be maybe maybe working on a project or a presentation long hours. So there is an isolation zone, which you're cutting off from the world. It's the 12th house. Cutting off from the world could be that you're unwell and you're at home. Also, purchase of property overseas is also quite likely. Then lastly, moon moves into your 12th, into your first house, and the new cycle begins on the 20th till the 22nd. Moon is going to be in your first house. Now, in the first house, the thing is that Saturn is looking here. So first house is the house of self, honor, dignity. Now you will definitely be enhancing and upgrading yourself. Now you want to look good, you want to develop your personality, that confidence, and you're going to be uh, uh, working through your prosperity. And there can be some mood swings also, because Ketu is there in the second house, inching backwards towards the first. So this is going to make you quite sharp in your projects, etc. You're going to be intellectually very sharp. You're going to be working on your projects really well, but you have to take care of your finances, because on this day, when moon is there, moon is the ruler of your second of your 12th house in the first. So you need to take care of your health, you need to take care of your financial status, and mood swings also can happen. So all that putting aside, this is a very good time period for general structure of life, how you can just restructure your life, because the new cycle is beginning, and it's for 27 days when this moon is going to be in the first house, and the whole cycle of the 12 of the zodiac, it is going to complete. After 27 days, it will come back. So the next 27 days are definitely very positive for you, because sun is also in your trine. So make the best use of your potential, because there is a hidden potential which you're not able to recognize. Mercury is turning direct, your second lord is turning direct, so it'll try to save some money also, because it's your Dhanabhava ruler which is turning direct. Now you'll be able to save some money. Buying, purchasing of property, vehicle, all that is also evident, because Venus is also your 10th lord, aspected by Jupiter. So purchase of vehicle, or maybe looking after your health, looking after your personality, your looks. So this is going to be upgraded now with the 6th house Venus. 6th house is also about rogue, rina, ripu. So maybe you'll be able to pay off your loans. Do not get into any kind of litigation right now. If you can pay off your debts and loans if you have taken, you can take the loan. All that is also getting active. Rahu is in your 8th house. Take care of your health. You must be having some lung related problems, respiratory problems often, because Rahu is in your 12th sign of the natural zodiac in the 8th house. So it gives you off and on some upheavals also. Okay, so take care. Otherwise, it is a good time period, because your Lagnesh is going to be in the trine. So good for children, good for students, if you want to get into that competitive examination or government related job. So this is a good time period you can get through. Also, sun is going to be in Gandantha if you have to make any decisions, and you have to start any kind of new startup, business, or relationship. I think you should wait for till the 17th, and then you should proceed further. If you want to join anything new, start anything new. Okay. Good for mantra siddhi also. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. 10th house transit of moon is definitely very positive for you, for honor, dignity, public esteem, name, fame, prestige, honor. And also this is a time when you will be getting that reputation and respect from your co-workers also. Being the ruler of your 11th house, it is transiting your 10th. It means that you'll be connecting with the VIPs, government officials, anything which is a stuck up energy on the 16th, 17th, you'll be able to move ahead now. You have been trying, but you have not got that success. So this is the time when you will be able to make it. And also your responsibilities are going to increase from now, because your 10th lord is turning direct. So a lot of workload is going to be there, and you have some certain appointments. You're very busy. It's a busy day, maybe, you're meeting back to back, and a lot of projects on hand. So that way it is good. But yeah, it is something that you did not expect will happen. Something which you did not expect will happen. So this is something which is going to be there, and it is a good time period for you to associate with the with the seniors more, and connect with them, communicate, convey what you're thinking, the ideas, and good for connecting with your siblings, co-workers. Maybe you will be visiting a religious place on this day. 18th, 19th, Mars and Moon combination. It's a conjunction of Mars and Moon, and there's a Neech Bhanga in your 11th house. Very good for reconciling with your friends, with your previous friends, or maybe, you have not been able to connect with many people from a long time. So now you'll be able to connect with them. This is definitely a very positive time for connecting with your society, community, ambition, wishes, desire fulfillment time, connecting with your older siblings. Also, your investments will definitely be getting that upgrade, and you will get good profits. Also, you will be able to make profits because Venus is also right opposite this Mars in the 11th house, in the 5th, from the 5th, and Jupiter is in trine, so definitely very positive for acquiring knowledge and travels. Just take care of your health, especially on the 18th and 19th. Eat right, or maybe, ankle pains can happen, stomach region, you have to take care. All that you have to be cautious about. Ketu is in the 1st house, so you have been pursuing maybe astrology or astrology like subjects, mantra chanting. Now you have got that inclination, but don't be self-critical. This makes you self-critical also. Don't criticize yourself or others. Partner can be very, very, aggressive, or there's a lot of expectations from the partner's side with Rahu in the 7th. So that is bothering you, but thankfully Sun is going to be leaving the zone of the 3rd house. So this is because Rahu's aspect was there on the 3rd house. So there were clashes which were happening. Mars was in trine. Now there is a relief which is coming through, Sun being in the Sagittarius sign. So this is definitely very positive. This week it is going to be shifting signs. So very positive for you to make any decisions regards to your purchase of property. If you want to shift out, so you can do that. Purchase of vehicle, because Jupiter is going to be in exact trine to Venus also. Good for student natives, good for romance, good for learning more, acquiring more knowledge, making money out of money. So you will have those ideas working your way, and you will definitely do well. Any kind of competitive success you're waiting for will come through as well. Okay, so that way it is a very positive time. And 8th lord when turns retrograde, that is Mars. So it is going to give you some relief also in your health if you have been going through some upheavals. Okay, Mercury turning direct, your Lagnesh is turning direct in the 3rd house, is definitely very positive for your courage, for making bold decisions, correspondence, PR, visa, any kind of documentation, starting a new startup, or any kind of business proposals that you're waiting for. All that is going to materialize. And coming to the next one now, that is Libra. One more thing I wanted to tell here, tell everyone, when you share your birth details on the social media, you must be very careful, because these days there are certain, scams which are happening, because people will give you or mislead you when they are guiding you on the online platform. It's always advisable to connect with an astrologer of your choice and take the reading. Depending on your pocket, how much you can spend. But do not, please do not depend on astrology completely, because, you cannot just, get all the remedies or all the things working your way. Because if the horoscope permits, only then the remedies also work. And when you are sharing your details on the social media platform, it is something which can be little, which can go little negative also. Okay, I would suggest not to share your details like that in public. Kindly refrain. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. I hope you understood why I'm saying so. Just being a well-wisher. So Libra sign natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. So 9th house transit of Moon is definitely very positive for divinity, understanding more about yourself, your hidden potential. You might just become a little more, spiritual during this time. There can be some travels, journeys, which can be very fruitful, and you can be more charitable during this time. Maybe you are going to be more philosophical. You can connect with your father during this time, as the sun is going to be also shifting and changing signs, and 16th, 17th is a very good day for that also. Reputation, you will get that reputation you're waiting for, and this is also good for your meditation. intuition, forethought. It is about planning your future. Ninth house is that kind of a house. So it's a very powerful transit, even if it is just for 2 quarter days, but it is definitely very powerful time period. If you have to make your future planning, if you want to dream and you have some vision, so you can actually fulfill those as well. So that kind of a time frame. And it is good for voyage or any kind of vacation, traveling. So going to the place where it's a water body, near the water body, so it will be good for you. And also, the ninth lord, your bhagya lord, is turning direct. That is Mercury. So it is definitely very positive for your finances, for vision, for for documentation, travel planning, because Mercury is the karaka, is the significator for travels also. So there has been back and forth for the travels. Now this is the time when you will feel better. And as it is, it is going to be the 10th lord in the 9th house. So this is like dharma and karma combination. Those kinds of combinations are definitely very positive. So if you have to make any kind of decisions regards to your learning or education, job application, so this is going to be the time period if you want to go in for that transition also. So this is what, take care of your knees. Pain can be there, so you have to just be cautious about that. And then a moon moves into your 10th house, and that's happening on the 18th and the 19th. Mars is there in the 10th house, and moon and Mars are right opposite Venus, and there's a Rahu in trine. So now when moon and Mars are in the Kendra, this is the time when 7th lord is turning retrograde. 7th lord and 10th lord are forming a connection. So this is definitely very positive for your partner, for yourself, because it is good for your prestige, honor, dignity. And this is a niche bhanga of Mars also forming here. So this is definitely very positive for the overall success. Mars is Digbali here and moon is not. So it's a niche bhanga, and Venus is right opposite, good for purchasing of property. This is good time period for transitioning from one job to another. Maybe there can be an upgrade. You might just get that reputation, respect, or maybe you are going to be advancing towards that, in your project that you have taken up. Also, there is a possibility of some religious function at home, or you will be connecting with the government officials and getting your paperwork done, or a professor or a teacher or a mentor. You'll be connecting and giving your ideas away, and they will be definitely appreciating you. So make the best use of these 2 dates, especially 18th and the 19th. Then moon moves into your 11th house on the 20th till the 22nd afternoon, and it's right opposite Saturn and hem between Mars and Ketu on the either sides. So this is the time when moon is in the 11th house, is considered to be good to connect with your friends, with your family, with your older siblings and your mentors, your bosses, VIPs. There can be a party that you can organize. You can just get together. There can be some good news also that you can hear. As it is the lord of your 11th is also coming out of the Gandantha and is going to be in the 3rd house. You will have that courage, that prowess. You will be definitely making the best decisions now. Some bold decisions coming your way. Also with the authorities, you will be in sync. It is a good you need to be in sync in thoughts, with your seniors and bosses and mentors, etc. So this is the time when you will be definitely making the best use of your situation and position, and people will appreciate you. Success is coming from all sides. So maybe you're just too exhausted also this day, because you're doing a lot. So productivity is definitely going to be high. And then next week when moon moves into your 12th house, you might just be at rest, or you'll be at peace, in isolation. These are the two opposite energies, 11th house and 12th house. So when moon is in the 11th house, you're the public person, but when moon is in the 12th house, you're in isolation. So can you see how things are? Then in the first house, it's the cycle which is beginning. So you're thinking about yourself, then money, then how you can improvise, how you can be more intellectually inclined, and how you can connect with your family, do things, all that. That's the cycle, again starting. So Venus and Jupiter are also going to be in trine at the exact degrees. Jupiter is going to be looking here. So you will definitely be buying some vehicle, change of place, or maybe there is a possibility that you can come out of the pains and the health issues that you have been experiencing till now. So that way it is a good transit. And also you must understand that there is this Mercury, which is your lord of the 9th and 12th, turning direct. So travels definitely are going to trigger. And traveling doesn't only mean that you're going to be traveling long distance. You could be at home isolated, and now you're going to be coming out of your home. Maybe short distance journeys also are going to start. So that is something which is definitely very positive, isn't it? When you have these kinds of, energies playing out. So enjoy. I think you use this week, make the best use of this week, because 9th, 10th, 11th houses moon is definitely very positive for you to make decisions, very important decisions, and recognition is also coming your way. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. Now, whenever there is Chandra Ashtama, I always say this, I always mention this to my audience, that this is the time when you can feel, what am I doing in this life? People come to me and they say that whenever there is moon transiting, and I'm making this video and moon is in the 8th house, when we look back when moon, why I felt that. So it is always moon's ingress in the 8th house. What happens? I'll tell you. People feel that, what am I doing here? I'm frustrated. Why the hell did I make this decision? Or you feel that, people used me, and they dumped me. These kinds of questions, or we can say that also, oh, I'm too tired, I've done so much, these kinds of energies play out. Okay. Sometimes, when my moon is in the 8th house, I have seen I do wonderful readings, because it is the house of occult. It is a deep house. So what happens, I really have felt whenever my moon is in the 8th house, I come up with beautiful consultations. Because, what happens, you can take the other people's pain at that time. You can understand them better, and you become a healer, because your pain then subsides. So when you are going through these kinds of question marks, so you should actually, think of those kinds of people who are suffering more than you. That actually gives you a solace. I know it is not right to find other people's pain as more, and getting solace out of their pain. No, it is that, what is my pain in front of their pain? Thank you, God, that you have given me so much. Give them also that. Pray for them. That is something that you should end your prayer with. So this is something happens when moon is in the 8th house, and that's on the 16th and the 17th. So whole story I told you, because moon is going to be on the 16th and 17th in your 8th house, right opposite sun, and is in trine to Saturn also. So now in the 8th house, you need to take certain precautions. This is the time when you have to take care of your mental setup. Do not be in that sorrow, depressed moments, or maybe you're going to be feeling quite uneasy because you're not well. Some digestive disorder can also happen. So physically and mentally you feel little uneven during this time. So it's not right when you are not in that frame of mind to make decisions. Do not give any kind of maybe money to someone on this day. Maybe it's said that you don't get back that money if you give money on the 16th and the 17th. Avoid. Also, maybe you're just in your past, connecting with your past. Saturn is there in the 4th house, any which way. Sun is there as well. So you might just be connecting with your past, your childhood friends, or you're thinking about your ex-partner. So all those energies are going to play out on the 16th and the 17th. Just lay low, I would say. Just do not get carried away, and don't make any impulsive decision also, please, I request you. 18th, 19th, good day. Why? Because moon is going to be in your 9th house, and it is going to be with the ascendant lord. And when the ascendant lord is with your 9th lord, that is the Bhagya lord and the and another trine is getting active. So it is definitely the niche bhanga forming in the ninth house, first of all. And it is good for your faith, wisdom, divine worship, fortune, philosophy, religious belief system. Also good for foresightedness, your planning, your visions, your dreams. You're going to be working on that. It's good time period to learn more, follow the path of dharma, and also teaching. If you can adopt a child or anybody, you can teach online maybe. So this is a good time period. You can start from this day. Also charitable, you can be more charitable on this day. Maybe you will be working through with your your knowledge, and you will be enhancing it. You'll be upskilling yourself, or you'll be connecting with your father-like figures. So this is definitely a very good day, 18th and the 19th. They're going to be giving you that advancement, foreign travels, learning more. See, when you travel also, you learn more, you explore more. So this is a very positive time period. Maybe you're going out for a picnic, or you're meeting your friends. Repayment of loans is also quite possible. 20th to the 22nd afternoon, this is the time when moon is going to be in your 10th house, and it's right opposite Saturn, and is going to be hemmed between Mars and Ketu also. Your 10th house is hemmed, so you are already feeling stuck. You're not able to get that work going. You're trying, but you're not able to. But definitely when moon is in your 10th house, this is a very good time for honor, dignity. People will praise you, people will appreciate you. This is also a good time for your success, your status improves. And also this is a very good time for appointments, maybe professional appointments. There are meetings, responsibilities are going to increase. But at the same time, authority, leadership skills are going to be enhanced as well. You might just be attending some religious functions. There is some home at home. So all that can also happen. And government related position, if you are going to be opting for, you might just get through that as well. Saturn and is right opposite this Leo sign. So this is definitely going to trigger all of that. If you want to go in for any purchase of property, changing of place, that is also going to trigger during this time. You must actually, just take good care of your relationship on these days with your co-workers. Try to maintain that cordiality. Mercury is turning direct, and this is the time when you will definitely feel better. Eighth Lord is turning direct though in the Lagna. So it might just give you some miscommunication, or maybe some misinformation. You're not getting the right kind of information when eighth Lord is turning direct. So it could give you some losses because of that. Maybe you're investing somewhere and you heard it wrong, maybe in shares, crypto, etc. You heard wrong that you have to invest here. This share is going to rise, but it doesn't. So that kind of a thing can happen. But yes, 11th Lord is turning direct, and Ketu is there, so it's good for communication with the experts, or your mentors, gurus, or the VIPs you'll be connecting with, the government officials also. And of course, this will enhance your finances, but if you are making wise decisions, not impulsive decisions. All right. So this is what is your status. And Jupiter is going to be looking at Venus from your 7th house to the 3rd. So this is also going to be giving you some mental inclination, to learn more. Your ability, your intellect to acquire knowledge is going to increase. Somnigrahas are not considered to be good in the 3rd house for making bold and strong decisions. But generally, it is good when Jupiter is looking at Venus at the exact degrees regards to your finances. You want to sell off your property, or you have to get into a relationship. At least the current relationship is going to improve. Starting a new relationship, you need that guts, those guts and courage. So that is something which is missing. So I think you can just go ahead with and try it out. No harm in trying out. Signing of agreements also is going to be taking place when Mercury is turning direct also. Sun is going to be in Gandantha and is going to be inching towards your 2nd house. And from this week, it is going to be in your 2nd house completely. So this is a good time period to make decisions with the help of your family members. Take their help and advice, and then make decisions regards to your finances. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. And when moon is in the 7th house, this is about your communication with the people, who are right opposite you. Like right opposite means yourself and the others is the 7th house. With everyone, your business, business people, or with your partner, life partner, or you're going to be very much about your legal bondage, your ties, your earthly ties. You're thinking about that, and you are going to be more into travels. Maybe on this day you travel, especially 16th and the 17th. This is the time you might just travel. And also there can be that you're very emotional about your partner and your relationships. You're thinking too much about your bondage with the people around you. And this is also a good time period for purchasing new clothes and wearing them and throwing a party at home, calling and inviting people. So that is going to be a very entertaining time, I would say. Good for communication, because this is the Mercury sign, and Mercury is turning direct also in your 12th house. So maybe your partner is traveling this day and you're having that kind of separation, temporary separation. Rahu is there in your 4th house, Ketu is in your 10th. So it is giving you that kind of obsession about your home. You're just being at home. You're not having that kind of will to work or maybe spend more time at the workplace. Ketu is there in the 10th house for that reason. Now, moon moves into your 8th house. So 8th house energy definitely is not going to be giving you that relief. You feel Mars is also there, though. There's a niche bhanga in your 8th house. So this might just give you, those sometimes those mood swings, that why am I here? What am I doing? I'm tired of doing this. I've done a lot for others. There's that. All those questions keep coming into your head, all the questions which mean nothing actually, after moon's ingress into your 9th house, things will not mean anything. For two quarter days, you do feel pretty, low in your in your life, what is happening. So you need to be very careful about your decision making during this time. It could be impulsive decision making, which can backfire. So that is something you have to take care. Eat right. You can eat right. You can have cold foods or maybe spicy foods, and it can spoil your stomach. So be careful about that. Eat right. Then don't make any impulsive decisions, for sure. Then there can be some disappointment, defeat, jealousy, all these words we use when we talk about the adjectives which are linked with the 8th house. See, 8th house is the house of obstruction. So anything that delays the process, that is what the 8th house is, to be precise. So whenever moon is in the 8th house, especially on the 18th and the 19th, it's going to be in the 8th house, and right opposite Venus also, and Rahu is in the trine. So you will be in that confusion mode, and it is going to delay the process. So that is why, when you make any decision or you start anything when moon is in the 8th house, it definitely is a frustrating period. It takes time. So you should not be making any kind of hasty decision, or you should not be making any important decision on this day if you can avoid. Travels might be a little cumbersome, investments might just backfire. There can be something, which is not right, depending on your personal chart and your dasha, of course. And then comes the 9th house. So after the 8th comes the 9th house. So it's like now you are more wiser, because now you have come to know, okay, I made this mistake, I should have not. So now you are more philosophical, you're more learned, you're more into the spiritual angle, because you've gone through those hurdles and pains. When moon moves on the 20th to the 22nd in your 9th house, now you will be more charged up. Now you're going to be more meditative, intuitive, you're going to be more charitable, you're going to be maybe traveling. So you will be learning more. So upskill yourself during this time. I know 9th house is hem between Ketu and Mars. So this is a blocked energy. The bhagya is blocked. You're not getting that kind of support that you need from the divine, you feel. You're doing things and it's like a blocked energy, because the 9th house is forming this kind of a connection. Whenever there are malefics on either side of a particular zone, that particular area or that house or that planet stops giving the result it should be. So what happens, when you're blocked from, you have two neighbors who are like goons, who are the hooligans. So how you feel? Maybe you are a priest and you have hooligans on the either side of the houses. So either how a side of the houses are, having bad people, or we can say, who are not your types. So what happens, this brings in too much of negative energy in you also. You're disgusted, or you're not in that frame of mind to do things, so you just want to go away from that place. That is what happens, when a particular area is hemmed between malefics. So once uh, Mars is out of this zone, it is retrograde and then moves into Gemini, and then again, it moves forward. So things will definitely get better. But right now, you feel that, there is less support from the Bhagya. But surely, this is a good time for following the dharma, following the spiritual and the right path that is going to save you and protect you. Of course, any kind of journeys are going to be fruitful if you want to. Now you can try it out. Things are getting better with time, because sun is also in trine to this zone. So you will get that support of the divine now. And also Mercury is turning direct, your 10th lord, your 7th lord is turning direct. So this is also good for your relationship at the workplace with people. Now you are going to be thinking how you can make things better. You will be getting that honor and dignity, and any kind of projects which were stalled, they are going to be also moving. So this is like a movement has started, with this Mercury turning direct and sun in your first house. That authority, that leadership skills, you're going to be getting that confidence now, that confidence back, I would say. Okay, so enjoy. Jupiter is also going to be looking at Venus, so you might just be able to pay off your loans. You might just purchase some jewelry, assets this week. Also, there is a possibility that you shift out from the place where you're living. You're going to be selling off your property or your vehicle, and you're buying a new one. Change of job is also evident this week. So if you want to make a change, have a job first and then make a change. Do not be overconfident. For job, actually, I always say, for job, childbirth, marriage, etc., you should go for a personalized reading. That'll really help you. Okay. And of course, we are open for the next year's reading, month-wise reading, so you can book a slot for yourself. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. Now, 6th house is the house of health, well-being, also about your co-workers, about litigation, loan, debts, disease. So you will feel healthy. You're going to be following that fitness regime now, because your 6th lord is turning direct also. So 16th and the 17th, you might just start gymming, you might just start working out, you might just say that I want to now eat right, because I have been spending too much time on, wasting too much time watching TV, or wasting time on things which are not productive. Now I really want to give up on all this, and I want to work on the productive things only. Routine. Your routine is going to change now. You're going to be really, working through your routine life and switching from what this is a start. It's a beginning, because we have Purnima also on the 15th, and once it's over, you will just start with the cycle. So it's good, if you want to start anything like this, connecting with your maternal uncles and aunts, taking help and advice of theirs. You should actually, this is a good time period for that. Maybe they will come and visit you, or maybe you're going to be traveling to them, or either or can happen. On the 18th and the 19th, moon is going to be in your 7th house. There's a Mars waiting there. Now, Mars is your that planet which exalts in your first house. Now, this is definitely very positive for you for a couple of things. First of all, moon is going to be with your 4th lord Mars, and there's a Neech Bhanga forming in your 7th house. For 2 quarter days, this is a very positive time. If you have to make any decisions regards to your partnership business, regards to your partner, life partner, maybe you have had frictions and you were thinking of separating. Now is the time when you will feel that, no, I want to reconsider my decision. I want to reconcile with my partner. So this is definitely going to be a very positive time period. You're going to be in that zone. You're rethinking. No litigation, nothing doing. I'm not going to divorce my partner. I'm going to reconcile. That can also happen. Or you can start with a new relationship. Venus is also there in your first house, and Jupiter is going to be looking at this Venus at the exact degrees also. So good for childbirth, good for marriage, good for relationship. New relationship can trigger. Mercury is in your 11th house. This is a very good time period. This week especially is a very fertile week, I would say, for starting any new things, anything to do with finance, anything to do with relationship, anything to do with childbirth. So it can trigger, depending on your personal chart, your dasha, if at all it's there, similar kind of a configuration is there. So definitely it is going to work out now if you have been waiting from a long time. And also then lastly, moon will be in your 8th house. Now 8th house moon is not considered, it's a chandrashtama, it's not considered to be that great. It can give you ego clashes, or maybe you're thinking all negative things, all negative terms come up, negative adjectives. What am I doing here? My life is doomed. Obstructions, hurdles, delays, frustrations, health issues. I'm not able to decide. I'm very confused. What am I doing here? I'm not able to complete my tasks. My relationship is sour with everybody. All those things happen when moon is in the 8th house, because it's all the mind game. Now, the stronger the moon in your natal chart, the better the chandrashma gets. And the worse it gets, the other way around. So you have to actually balance the energy. You have to make your moon stronger. By making your moon stronger means that you have to work on your emotions. Do not get carried away, on small issues. Oh, this person is doing this to me. Don't be too sensitive. Oversensitivity is also not, is not helpful. So you need to be strong. If you are strong, you behavioral changes. That is why the free will works, because we can make certain behavioral changes. That is the remedy that I give everyone, related to the personalized horoscope, of course. Okay, in your chart, this can be done. So if you make certain changes in your behavior, 8th house Chandrashtama, as we say, is not going to harm you that much. I know Mars and Ketu are on the either sides. It's hemmed between two malefics. So this is like, leading to a lot of health issues. You're not able to make right kind of choices and decisions. Also, maybe, at the workplace, you're having complications. You're too tired. Everything is getting delayed. Things are getting stalled. Projects are not moving. So you're very frustrated. But at the same time, you definitely can modify things yourself. Not the outside things, but, the whatever changes you can make from your side. Definitely. Others will not change, but you can. Just give me a moment. I want to have water. So you can definitely modify. Okay. So moon is going to be in your 8th house on the 20th till the 22nd. So just, I think you should lay low during this time and make the decisions really very carefully. Don't get carried away by your moods. This is a very good time to for the researchers, basically. Anything which is hidden, maybe an extramarital relationship might just surface. People might just come to know. That kind of energy also plays out. So you need to be careful about all these areas, of course. Okay. And Jupiter is transiting your 5th house, good for student natives, good for childbirth, good for romance, because Venus and Jupiter are going to be in trine. So good for your yourself. It is good for your personality enhancement also. So enjoy. I think this is a week where it's some things are inevitable. So you might as well just flow with the flow. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. I hope you guys are getting all the readings right. Like, you can write in the comment section if something matches later after this week gets over. Now, this is the time for Aquarius natives. Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. In the 5th house, this is the time when you can maybe this is the house of progeny, children, creativity, entertainment, romance. 5th house is also mantra siddhi, purva punya. So what happens, when moon is in your fifth house, you're thinking about all of these things, or maybe either or, I would say. Uh, you can be pursuing your hobbies. After a long time, you have just started to play badminton, squash. I love playing squash, so I always mention squash, in my readings. So this is the time when you might just get into that entertainment zone. Unwinding, it is required. Believe you me, at times what happens, I really get very tired and I want to take a break. So um don't get burnt out. When the body is saying take rest, you definitely will be taking rest. Okay. It'll force you to take rest, so it's better that you don't reach that point and take small breaks. Because whenever, this is the fifth house when moon has reached, so you have worked a lot, now you want to take some rest. So this is the time when you should unwind, pursue your hobby, communicate with your partner. Do not get carried away and have a tussle, or have a stupid argument and then regret later. Ex-partner comes into your life and your mental strength is gone, and you get back to that person and then you regret. So these kinds of energies are going to play out when moon is in the fifth house, depending on your personal chart, of course, and your personal arrangement. So this is the time when you can a love affair can trigger, or it could be that you're just thinking about breaking away from your partner. This is also the time when you will learn mantras. You might just get religious. You might just visit a spiritual place or a religious place during this time, and you will learn more. You will be more into that higher learning. Maybe when you're pursuing and you're unwinding, what happens, you learn more at that time, because your mind is free. You're very creative. So creative means childbirth, creation, procreation, as we say. Also creativity is when you pick up your paintbrush and start painting. So that is also unwinding. I feel that you should pursue that on the day when moon is on the 16th and the 17th in your um, fifth house, right opposite sun and trying to Saturn. Also follow that discipline. At times you need that discipline also to work. And then moon moves into your sixth house, and Mars is there. Moon in the sixth house is going to be on the 18th and the 19th, and there is a Neech Bhanga forming in your sixth house, right opposite Venus, and in trying to Rahu also. Now here you have to take care of certain things I'm going to be telling you. First of all, you have to take care of your health. Follow a strict diet, follow a strict routine. This is the house of servitude attitude, service. When Mars is there, Mars is your 10th lord. That means you have to slog it out. There is lots to finish. You have to be in that discipline. You have to be in that zone where you take one by one and complete the tasks, take everything, um, you know, on the priority basis, of course, finish it and then take the other task rather than doing everything together. Don't mix it. Then this sixth house is about connecting with your maternal aunts and uncles also, or somebody's unwell, you're going to be visiting. Do that. Also, sixth house is about connecting with your subordinates, your help, or maybe, your pets, are unwell, you're going to be treating them. You can bring in a pet home as well. This is also the house of litigation. Do not get into any kind of litigation when Mars is retrograde. That too in the Cancer zodiac sign. This is going to aggravate things. Not a right time to take up any kind of litigation or anything to do with, loans also. You might not be able to pay off. So that is something you have to be cautious about from time to time, till the time Mars is here. And then also about your this is the house of enemies also. You have to take care while conveying things to others. What happens, people who are actually showing that they are your friends may not be your friends. They can be your foes. They can be the ones who are hiding, and they are going to backstab you. Jealousy can be there, the cause of this. So you need to take care of conveying things openly. Don't confide thinking that everything is going to fall in place. It might just backfire. So you need to take care of yourself and your mental setup. Lastly, moon is going to be in your Leo sign, and that's on the 20th till the 22nd afternoon. And Saturn is right opposite, and this Leo sign is hemmed between Mars and Ketu. Though Mars is retrograde now, So things are going to get better. Now, seventh house is the house of union. This is the house of earthly ties. It is right opposite the self, house of self. So it is the other people. So you might just be connecting with, you might connect with others, or you might just get little emotional about your partner, or there can be some litigation that you get involved in and you do not get it in your favor. The verdict is against you. This is a good time to travel, maybe foreign travels. You might just buy some new clothes and wear, you call your friends over, you party, you're mixing with others. But there is a blocked energy. Remember, when Ketu and Mars are on the either side, you have to take care of your health, your partner's health also. This might not be the time when you have to make any decision depending on your gut. Okay, I can do it, oh yes, I think my intuition says that I can do this, but it might just backfire. So this is something you have to be cautious about. Seventh house can bring in some health issues to you also. Take care, especially on the 20th to the 22nd. Okay, and then henceforth also Ketu and Moon will be joining in, so you can have some uneasiness next week also to start with. But surely you have to take care of your projects in hand. Be more productive, be more, the mood swings, you have to keep them aside. Focus on what you have in hand. All right. This is what is going to be happening for Aquarius. And also you have Jupiter looking at Venus in the 12th house. So travels can be there. You might just be going in for education plans, some overseas journeys, you're studying. Also, there is a possibility of Mercury is turning direct. So this is definitely going to be the time when you will be more productive. But at the same time, 8th Lord is turning direct. So it can give you inclination to make investments, in the shares, crypto, etc. Don't get carried away and don't make wrong decisions. Take the help and advice of the experts. Because 8th Lord, when is direct in the 10th house, it might just give you some upheavals at the workplace also. So you maintain cordiality with the people at your subordinates, your seniors, etc. And good time for conception, depending on your personal chart, of course, again. But yes, because the Lord of the 5th is turning direct. Good for competition success also. Coming to the next one, that is last one, Pisces. So for Pisces natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. On the 16th and the 17th, Moon is going to be in Gemini in your 4th house. And this is the time when you will be more homey, domestic environments you're surrounded with, or maybe you're in that private life, secret life. You're just too much to yourself. Maybe you've traveled, you've worked harder, and now you want to take a break. You're working from home. Maybe some breakage is there, some renovation is going on. So you're at home, confined. So this is the time you should actually, just focus on what is the priority. Also, there is there is a possibility that you have a connection with your family now. You're going to be calling friends over. So there is a possibility of spending time with your childhood friends also. And there is a likelihood that you're going to be traveling, shifting out from the place where you are. So you're in the transition mode. And this is also a good time for ancestral property. If you have to purchase any property, or you want to sell off, or you want to also, go in for any kind of, signing of documents, this is the time. Mercury is also turning direct, so it's in the trine, so definitely very positive. Sun is also going to be coming out of the Gandantha, very positive for you because it's getting Digbali also. So it's when Moon is in your 4th house on the 16th and the 17th, maybe, your seniors and bosses will call you and appreciate you. This is also the time when you will be getting that honor and prestige and success and status growth also this week. So I think you should make the best use of this time period. But maybe, because of somebody unwell in your family, you might not be able to go for, taking that credit for what you have been working from a long time. That is something which is a miss here. But surely it is, to start with, the week starts with that note that you're going to be very much at home, or you're connected with your family more. Or your family requires attention. Then Moon moves into your 5th house. There is a Mars waiting there. Mars and Moon combination is a Neech Bhanga forming in your 5th house. So definitely very positive time period, because 5th house is the house of children. And when there is a niche bhanga, it is good for procreation. It is good for being creative. This is the house of entertainment. This is the house of romance. So you might just connect with someone because Venus is right opposite. So you might just find a partner. There is a possibility that you might reconcile with your ex-partner also, because Mars is retrograde. There is a likelihood that you might travel. You might just go in for pursuing your hobby, your entertainment. You might just go for a movie with your family members. 18th, 19th, very good time period for that. And you might just show your talents, your competitive success. If you're a student, you definitely are going to be doing well in your sports activity. You will get those accolades also. Mantra siddhi, this is the house of mantra siddhi, purva punya. So this is also the time when you will meet those kinds of people with whom you can quit your karma. This is also a good time period for making the best use of your finances, your status. So I think this is a very beautiful transit for you in the trine. Then moon moves into your 6th house on the 20th to the 22nd afternoon. That is Leo sign. And Leo is hemmed between two malefics. You feel pretty blocked. And Mars is retrograde, thankfully. So there is an opening for you now coming your way. 6th house transit is good for you for multiple things. You're going to be doing well in your health. Maybe you will get better in your finances. You can pay off your loans, your debts. You will clear them. Maybe there is a litigation, so the verdict is in your favor. Overall, it is going to be a very positive time for reconciliation with your partner, with your people. Connect with your uncles and aunts, with your sister, brother, or maybe you just meet those kinds of people who are going to be helping you. Maybe you bring a pet at home. Also is possible. Adopt a child, depending on your personal chart. Again, disclaimer, if at all there is a yoga in your chart and there is a dasha, so that will definitely be the time with the transit positions also. If you superimpose, that'll work. Okay. And definitely it is a time when you can make the right kind of decisions regards to your subordinates, your servitude attitude. You're going to be very productive, because after the 5th house, entertainment, now you're going to be into that zone where you're working harder. You're in that servitude attitude. You want to be a healer. You want to do for others. So this is definitely going to be a very positive time period. And as I said, Sun is going to be transiting your 10th house. So job perspective wise, it is definitely a very positive change coming your way. You might just change your job. Mercury is also turning direct, so it's good for changing the place also. Maybe there's a transfer, or maybe there is a position, or you're going to be getting that name, fame, status enhancement is evident. Sun is there. Promotion, you might just be getting the appointment letter, or maybe there is a professional career change, shift, or maybe department change. Also, there is a possibility that you're going to be getting that respect and reputation from the seniors, bosses. Government related job can also trigger. Okay. Jupiter is going to be looking at Venus. Good for your finances. Very good for your finances. And also for your relationship. In case you have been having some complications, now you're going to be getting better in your relationships also. What else is left? I think I've discussed all the aspects. Pisces natives were complaining that I don't give longer readings. Okay, I think. Happy? I hope so. Tejaswini, was it okay? Or you want more? So this is what, the horoscope looks like. And also, I would like to tell you all that the detailed yearly readings, if you want, you can book a slot now. January slots are still available. So month-wise month, you can go to my website, vlastrology.com. All the details are there. Readings are there. How you can book the session, all that is there. Kindly go to that site, vlastrology.com, and book a slot for yourself now. And definitely very detailed reading you will get if you book the annual reading, for sure. Okay. This is the time if you want to book. Somebody is asking, do I listen to my moon or ascendant? See, you have to erect your horoscope, Linda. Erect your horoscope on any of the websites or any of the software. You can erect your Vedic chart and you will get the Vimshotri Dasha there. Suppose you are in a Dasha of Venus. So you have to make the Venus's sign your first house. Suppose your ascendant is Leo, but your Venus is in, natal Venus is in Scorpio. So you have to see the readings from Scorpio sign. Okay. Because that is where, you get to know what is the current status of yours. Dasha change, people change. Okay. So that is why it is very essential to check from Dasha also. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And do drop an email or visit our website to book a slot for yourself. Book a reading with me. It is going to be a one-on-one live interactive session and an extensive one, definitely. Okay. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Have a great, great winter solstice and a great week ahead. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.